What's good, YouTube? This your boy D the Duelist. I'm back at it again, y'all. I just got second place at the OTS tourney. Playing, y'all know, one of my favorite decks, playing Sprite. I play mine a little different. I'm playing it without the anglers. So I'm a little, I need the anglers, but I've been able to play it without to find some success. So I have no issue, with the deck. It ran real smooth today. Only dropped one match. So let's go check out the deck profile. All right, so to start, just the basic 3 Sprite blue, best Sprite in my opinion. You summon him, search 1, monster, he's amazing. Pair him up with Jet, blue and the Jet is the basic combo. Jet adds a spell or add a trap. Great card. Something very different I'm playing. Something very different because I'm not running the anglers. I'm also not running prosperity. I'm playing this deck a little bit much more of an aggro style. If I'm going first, I'm trying to set up stun, so turn 3, I can just OTK. If I'm going second, I'm actually going for the OTK. So something weird. I'm playing 3 red. I know this sounds crazy. Everybody plays 1 red. I just wanted to try 3, and I can't complain about it. Primary reason, it's extra level 2s. Like I can normal summon if I really need to. If I need a way to extend, red lets me extend, especially if I got link monsters on the board. I'm playing with Bystials and stuff. So he just, if I do a link play, I can just special him, and then go into Gigantic or go into Elf and just continue extending. He's a very good card, and I'm just supplementing him also with, 1 carrot. Also with my Sprite, I'm running 3 starter. Starter locks you into your level 2s, but lets you summon. And, I love starter because it's roll. It's a roll as a starter, get you going. It can be an extender. If your plays get stopped, it can also be a disruption on your opponent's turn, summoning out your Sprite carrot or summoning out your Sprite red, or even if you got enough disruptions, using this to go into a blue or a Jet on your opponent's turn for advantages. Insane. And the last 2 Sprite cards I run is, of course, Smashers and, of course, Gamma Burst. I love Gamma Burst. I'm a big stickler with Gamma Burst. It helps you steal games. That's what it does. It's there for, when you stun your opponent, you just able to, you got an open board, if they got a very weaker board, you can just go Gamma Burst and go ahead OTK very quickly, make your games go fast. All right, so that's the Sprite engine. The Supplemental Sprites. Run 3 Nimble Beaver. So no anglers, just the Beaver, just the normal summon that lets you get 2 bodies on board. Very important to understand during this format. People running the Herald of Orange Light. If you have this and not 2 extenders and they orange light you, your turn is over. If you have this and 2 extenders, you don't activate its effect. You're able to play through that orange light. So that's very important, trying to play around disruptions. Then also run 3 Swap Frog. Most people run 2. I like 3 because if you run 2 and you draw 1, you gotta do your combo kind of wonky, and you have to get rid of 1 card from your hand, so it messes with advantage. If you run 3, you got a level 2 you get to see. You're able to go into Elf if you have extenders without having to go into the Gigantic route. You don't have to do your combo weird. So I like running 3 swap. I've tried it at 2 when I topped the regional. I ran 2, but I tried it at 3 today and it still worked out even better. So that's it. So that's it for all the engine cards. No prosperity, no desires. All right, now into the gas. I main deck 3 shifter. So we're in a tier 0 format, tier Shizu format. So D shift, you resolve it. It makes them pass turn. It sucked against the Rika deck I played against today. So it stopped him, but he stopped me with all that goddamn tribute. But this card is it's freaking stupid. Like, it wins the games. You ain't got to just keep playing hand trap and do a resort, trying to go back and forth, war of attrition with it. You D-shift or they pass turn. They make Baguska, you hold your imperm, or you find a way to get into service to get rid of the Baguska. And it actually, came up earlier today. Next, Ash Blossom. Also going, Ash Blossom with the imperm. These hand traps, they go good with D-shift mainly because you can play these under D-shift. So if they still trying to extend, they still got plays. You have these cards you can still play while under a D-shift. And they're also good against any matchup, these cards come up. If it's not tier Shizu, I can't just main deck cards just for tier Shizu, or else I lose to other decks. So, these 6, I got a 54 in a 40 card deck. 40 card deck, you got a 54% chance of seeing one of these against those other rogue decks. I play those in a lot of decks. Next, Bystial package. I run 3 Magnemite, 3 Drill Swarm, and couple them with just 1 Serenir. So reason why you want to see 2 names, most people running 9. I chose 7 just so I can have 3 names, and also so I don't overload on these. Like I said, if you see Bystials and you go, I want to get 2 decks today where the Bystials were a non-factor. So if I would have ran 9, you know, and I'm seeing a handful of Bystials, you know, that really sucks. You lose that game because you got nothing but cards you can't even activate. But these 7 Bystials, they came up in the tier Shizu match I had. I drew 2 of them and they stopped them from playing on my turn. So very important. Strong engines right now. Then one of my favorite cards, Fenrir. Now most people don't run Fenrir with the Bystials because of that conflict, but if you break down the percentage, you got like a 18-19% chance of seeing this with a Bystial, and that's the only time in conflict is if you're going second. But then even in that type of case, depending on your hand, because you need 2 hand traps to beat tier. So if I'm only drawing 1 Bystial and I got a Fenrir, I'm gonna hold that Bystial because that 1 Bystial's not gonna do nothing. If I got 2 Bystials or if I got 1 Bystial and an Imperm or 1 Bystial and a D-shifter, that really, you know, works. But other than that, I just, you know, I got Fenrir. I ain't seen him today, and that's crazy. Because since I've been playing him in my deck, he wins games by himself. He forces more than 1 disruption. He forces definitely 1 for sure. Beats over stuff, banish stuff. He's adds himself. Like, this one of the best cards in the game. All right, so that's main deck. 40 cards even. 40 cards even for the main deck. Going to extra deck. So just 2 Elf. 2 Gigantic Sprite, you know, very standard. Some people play 3 Elf. Like I always say in all my deck profiles, you got good resource management, you don't need 3 of these. I've never had 3 Elf ever come up. If it did, it came up like 1 time, you know, since I've been playing Sprite, since it came out. But if you got good resource management, these cards are good. These cards are absolutely insane. My other XZs, of course, I play Oniba Maru. That's one of my favorite XZs to go into. Totally awesome for the toll play. Then you got Sky Cavalry, Downer, and Zeus. So you run this whole package. Most rogue decks, this package is good. It sucks against tier. That's pretty much it for these XZs. Now for my links. Now I'll be honest, a lot of these cards, I didn't even go into the Zeus play today. I ain't going Zeus at all. My links, of course, I run the Nightmare package. People sleep on him. He outs Baguska. Point period. If they forget to put him in the extra monster zone, he outs it. It's just for any you know, spell and trap back rolls. You know, try to stop that floodgate, stuff like that. Dark. You know, if I'm playing against a Sprite Mirror, they got a Magnum in their graveyard, I can go dark and, you know, use them to continue extending. Something I wanted to try, Underclock Taker. This never came up, but like, let's say I make a Gigantic real big, I make Underclock Taker, and he's pointing to the Gigantic. I can make somebody attack basically go to 0, because Gigantic can get up to like 32 or 40 something if I use a Gamma Burst. Make them 0 and just swing into something for, you know, just straight direct damage. Never came up today, but it's something I haven't seen nobody use, and I just wanted to try it. Also, I got Sprint. I ain't got Anglers, but I play Sprint. The idea behind it, now I never summoned Sprint today. Just the idea of, you know, if I had a chance to, you know, set up a board and have an XZ on the board to be able to use this to bounce summon my opponent, summon a monster. So, you know, that was just, you know, there in theory. And just, you know, Avermax, I ain't had a Masquerader with it, but, you know, he ain't never come up. That's the extra deck. And then I'm going to side deck real quick. Cypher, Gear, Gamma, and Driver. Gotta have this package. Whenever he resolves any deck I play and I resolve him, that's game. Like, that's just what it is. He's game. I sub 2 nil. Meanwhile, it's an OTS. I was like, if I play anything that's not tier Shizu, that's just a bunch of special summon, they're not gonna play around this because don't nobody play it. So I just ran 2 just because, you know, he don't come up in every matchup. But I don't want to see 2. But I just had him in there just in case. I didn't resolve him today. Played 3 Cosmic. Primary reason why, you know, you got a lot of decks, they're setting up different layers with their negates. They're setting up disruption in the grave, monster negates, the spell and trap in the back row. So you got a lot of decks doing that. Cosmic just come in clutch, especially against like Crimes and Sullyx. That's what, you know, main reason why I want Cosmic, Mystic Mind, stuff like that. Then I got a little Trap Trick package. So I run 2 Trap Trick, 2 different dimension ground, and 2 D-Berry. So this is I side this going in first against tier Shizu, and any other little, you know, crazy deck, you know, shoot. So, you know, this is stop fusion summons. This is stop if I go against pendulum summons, a deck that's really synchro reliant, stops that. This just, you know, this just extra D-Bear, so 4 extra D-shifters. This came in clutch. It's actually won me a game against my tier Shizu matchup. And that's it. So big shout outs to, the wife and the family. Shout out to God. She wouldn't be able to do it without him. This was a big thing for me because I've never been able to top an OTS. So I got second today, and that's really big. This is also my first time getting multiple invites. Got my last invite less than a month ago. So that's my first time getting multiple invites in one season. So that really, that hits home for me. So I appreciate it. I got more deck profiles for you. Stay in tune. Appreciate y'all.